Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This one's a little different because I'm taking you behind the scenes of a content creation session that I'm about to do for myself. The location I'm gonna keep unknown, but if you know, you know. Content creation is something I really enjoy doing. I mean, I'm also really into self-portraits, have been for a long time. So being in front of a camera is very normal and natural for me. But I sometimes would like to share what that looks like and how I go through that process. Yeah, let's go do it. Let me just show you. Let me just show you better than I can tell you. Yeah? So I don't know why I chose to do this on a 90-degree day, but I did. So, yay me, but here we go. So I want to give some quick tips on this whole video and just some of the things that I think about before I go into a content creation session. Honestly, I wanted to share some of this with my audience because I felt like it's more of a visual explanation of what I do creatively, but also like building value within what I do, of course. First thing I start to think about is location, and my location of my content is very intentional. It has to go along with what my brand message is. And usually for me it's very earthy or very simplistic. It has something to do with my content specifically. You know, I do a lot of yoga, dance, there's selfies on my socials, and even nature and tarot. So, and of course spirituality. It depends on what you're trying to create as content, and the location should match that. The other part is really good to prepare scripts if you're doing video, especially. I feel like it's really wonderful when I have a client who expresses that they're not very comfortable speaking to the camera, and I'm able to help them get a little bit more comfortable and then practice that script and to cultivate what they really truly want to say. That's really important to me. There have been multiple times I've set up the camera, kind of winged it, and it was fine, but also it didn't come out very good. So writing scripts and even just putting it onto your phone can be a really good reference for when you're creating the content. Another great part of content creation that's really helpful is that you're planning ahead and you're batching that content. So you're making a good amount of it. And in this session, I created 26 photos that I really enjoyed out of all the photos that I took. And I believe I'm going to end up with around 10 clips. So that's 36 pieces of content. 36. Think about it. I could post something every single day. And I did that this was actually an hour and a half. Within an hour and a half. I have a list of different kinds of content that I create, and then I just give like little quick descriptions next to those. So I have a really good idea ahead of time what I'm going to create. I enjoy creating, and there is a flow, there is a spontaneity to it. You know, I enjoy having fun doing it, you know? Which leads me to the last part. You should have fun, okay? You should not be taking this whole process super seriously. It's about creating something that is meaningful, but it's also representation of yourself and who you are and how you want to show up. My biggest real tip is to have fun. Why? Because if it's super serious, then you're going to get frustrated very easily. You're going to be like, it's not perfect, it's not right, I look like crap. You're going to create a lot of judgment, and then there's going to be doubt in there. It's really about having fun. Because once you let loose and you have fun, then you'll be very surprised at what is created. And you might enjoy what gets created. I know in this one, I'm super proud of some of these photos. Definitely have been adding some of them on the screen, showing you some of the clips I've done, and I loved every moment of it. Also, do provide this as a service, so doing photography and video for clients to help them in the creation process so that they can show up more authentically and present themselves in a way that makes more sense to them, that is very confident, that is very informative and meaningful. If you want to book something like that with me, please reach out. I will have information in the description box below. Other than that, if we're not near each other at all geographically, I do have a one-on-one marketing session. This is essentially a half-hour session that we do together virtually, in person, whatever you want to do, where I go over your online presence and I give you feedback. I will give you tips, things I think you should work on more, things I think you should let go of and stop doing, just things that can really help you elevate your presence and hopefully get you exposed to more people and then ultimately making money off of it. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something out of it. And if you have any questions for me, leave them in a comment. I might answer. I don't know. Have a great day. Bye.